us humans haven't learned how to meet our own needs. And because we don't know how to meet our own needs, we ask for the world to meet our needs. And because we're asking for the world to meet our needs, we think our happiness, our joy, our peace, our bliss, all of it lives outside of ourselves. All that we want lives outside of ourselves because we have fallen into the illusion that is out there where I can find a solution to whatever is occurring within myself. Welcome everyone to Walking the Path. Today I am covering up for my dear friend John Jacob as he is on a journey right now to, I think he's in Italy already. He's doing something amazing that he might tell you when he's ready to tell you. But I said, of course, I will cover for you. And I am so excited to be here with all of you that love to listen to his teachings and his wisdom. My name is Paola Castro. Some of you have seen me in other Facebook Lives for Rythmia. And today I wanted to talk to you about the importance of meeting your own needs. Have you ever considered that perhaps our biggest troubles come from the illusion that the solutions or the answers to our problems, to our questions, they live outside of ourselves, that it's the world that needs to give it to us. And so we become resentful. Well, most people are resentful with their parents, with the childhood, whatever happened then. And yes, a lot of things happened between the ages of 0 and 7 years old. And because we didn't know back then how to meet our own needs, and perhaps we had parents that were in their own mitote, like Don Miguel Ruiz called it, in their own illusion, in their own dream. Because of that, we didn't receive what we needed. We grew up learning, or let me say that, we grew up knowing how to ignore what we needed, but with this longing, this yearning of I need something. And so we go into these journeys of seeking outside of ourselves. I know this is not the first time you're listening to this, but today, the fact that you are online, the fact that you have decided to watch this video, it's a message for you. It may land a little differently. Do you know how to meet your own needs? The other day I was talking with my spiritual practitioner and she said to me, people talk about forgiveness a lot, but what they don't know is that when we learn how to meet our own needs, especially the needs of that child that's still stuck in time wanting parents or their surrounding to meet their needs. When we learn, the adults in us, the ones that are watching right now, when that part of ourselves that is grown up, that is mature, knows how to meet the needs of that aspect of ourselves that's still crying out loud, stuck in time, that's going to be the moment when we're going to be able to forgive. When we give ourselves what we need, when that is taken care of, then we can move into forgiveness a little easier. And the reason why I'm telling you all of this today is because I've been working on this idea lately. And the way that I do, it's one of I've been a student of this path, of the path of remembering who I am for a while now. And I have gathered lots and lots of tools from different teachers, from Reverend Michael, from, I love teachers like Wayne Dyer, Marianne Williamson, A Course in Miracles. I remember studying Stephen Covey when I was about 20. Oh my God, there's so many books. Don Miguel Ruiz, I just mentioned the Four Agreements. I've taken, classes in the Heart Math Institute. I can go on and on and on. I'm a seeker. I'm a student. And I know you who are watching this kind of videos, I know you are too. I know that there's a yearning inside of you, like, I know there must be something there that can remind me, that can bring me home. And so all of that to tell you, I have a lot of tools. And I keep coming back to this one tool. So when JJ asked me to cover this, I just say yes. Just before, I'm like, oh, what am I going to talk about? And then what came very strongly to me through my spirit was, Paula, talk about meeting your needs, because I feel that we all suffer from great sense of disappointment. And we feel disappointed by the world. We feel disappointed by others. We feel disappointed by our governments and whatever is occurring in the world. And so we get resentful. And I don't know if you've heard this phrase before. Resentment is like drinking poison and waiting for the other one to die. So we are having all of this, having this experience of not feeling home, not feeling that sense of fulfillment and bliss and peace. And time again, when I'm feeling this way, if I ask myself, Paola, what do you need? And I find what is that I need. And I do my best to give it to myself. Now, I'm not saying seclude yourself from the world and don't ever need from anybody. Sometimes in the process of meeting your needs, might be that you call a friend and you say, help, I need help. I need someone to talk to. That's meeting your needs. Asking for what you need to those people that you trust. But time and time again, I find myself that when I meet my own needs, when I find what is it that I need, and I do the extra mile to give myself without judgment, this is very important, without judgment, something magical really happens. And what happens within me is that I start softening. I start seeing with different eyes. Maybe the circumstances don't change immediately, but I start shifting my perception. Sometimes it's a 3 millimeter shift in perception. And I start seeing the miracles behind of the circumstances that are occurring in my life. So I can talk all day about this, but I would love for you to try something with me. Now, I don't know where you're listening to this. Maybe you're driving, maybe you're laying in bed, maybe you're at work, you're procrastinating. I don't know where you are in this moment. But if you cannot do this process with me with your eyes closed, you can do it with your eyes open. And also you can come back to this video and, go 9 minutes into the video and do this process as many times as you need it. It's a very, very simple process. I learned it from this incredible lady. Her name is Till Swan. She has a video about meeting your own needs. I can't remember exactly the name of the video. It's something along the lines of following the emotional body, something like that. I always like to give credit to the person that I learned it from. But so this is a very simple process you can do. And it also, what this process does is that it increases your emotional literacy. It's interesting sometimes, and in a moment we're going to do this, but it's interesting sometimes for me as a practitioner, as a coach, as a counselor, when I ask people, how do you feel? What do you need? Most people say to me, Paola, I don't know. I don't know. I just know that I feel shitty. I just know that I don't like this. There is a lot of ignorance. Not everyone, not saying it is you, but because we don't like to look into our emotions, we don't like to ask ourselves what is it that we need, because maybe you grew up in a household where survival was priority number one and your needs were not important. We grow up not knowing how to even name how we feel, how to even name what is it that we are experiencing in our bodies. In fact, we like to check out. That's very human. We like to, I know I feel intensity right now. Let me eat. Let me go shopping. Let me go drink. Let me just get stoned. Whatever it is that we do to check out. And in that process of checking out, in that process of saying, I don't want to see it, we become farther and farther away of so much wisdom that we can gather from our emotional bodies. So much, let me see, how can I say it? When I pay attention to my deepest emotions and my needs. I find so much wisdom in there. And I become a more expressed version of my highest self. When I know what is it that I'm feeling, what is it that I'm needing, and I dig in it, and I feel into it. When I go into the other side of when I see the light at the end of the tunnel and I come out of the tunnel, I become a more expressed, best version of myself. So it's a very, very simple exercise we can do right now. So I'm going to invite you to close your eyes if you can, and if you can't, that's all right. You can keep your eyes open, but I'm going to close mine. And this is what we're going to do. As you close your eyes, you're going to start breathing a little slower and a little deeper than you usually do it. And as you're breathing in and out, I want you to scan your body from head to toe. And as you scan your body from head to toe, I want you to notice where in your body do you feel the most sensation in this moment. Just notice where in your body you feel the most intensity or sensation in this moment. I want you to breathe in and out. If you need to pause, if you're watching the recording, if you need to pause for a moment until you find it, you can do that right now. Once you have it, you may want to say it out loud. Oh, I feel it in my heart. I feel it in my hips. I feel it in my right shoulder, my throat. Where do you feel it? Now, with your attention, I want you to go in that space in your body, and I want you to look at it with your imagination. You're looking at that sensation, and I want you to ask that sensation, what is it that I'm feeling in this area of my body? You ask the sensation, what's your name? What's the emotion that I'm feeling here? You're going to wait for that sensation to answer you. It may say, I am angry. I feel angry. It's anger. It may be sadness. It may be bliss. You don't necessarily have to go here if you're not feeling sad or anger or frustrated. You can go here in happiness too, in peacefulness. Now ask the emotion, what's your name? What do I feel here? And once you have the answer, I want you to ask that emotion, when was the last time before this moment that I felt this way? When was the last time? It could have been yesterday, it could have been a week ago, a couple months ago. When was it that you felt it before this time? And just notice. Notice the answer. Keep breathing in and out and dropping into the emotion. I want you to keep breathing in and out and just notice as you're remembering this last time, if the emotion has moved somewhere else in your body. Maybe it shrank, maybe it moved to another place. Just notice, scan your body one more time. It could be the same place. Where do you feel the most emotion? Keep breathing in and out. And now I want you to ask, do I still feel the same as before? Or is it a different emotion? Maybe it shifted from anger to sadness. Maybe it shifted from sadness to fear. Maybe it shifted from sadness to frustration. There's no judgment here, and I want you to tell that sensation, I'm not here to judge you or to fix you. I'm just here to feel you. Keep breathing in and out. Again, you may want to pause if you're watching the replay until you find the space and the name of the emotion. Breathe into it. Now I want you to ask that emotion that you're feeling in that area of your body. Can you remind me of the first time I felt this way as a child? Can you remind me of my first memory of feeling this way as a child? And I want you to notice the first thing that comes to mind. It's okay if you think you're making it up. It might have happened. It might have been the first or one of the first times. Just trust your mind and breathe in and out. And I want you to notice, how old were you? How old were you in this memory? Where are you? Where are you located? Is there people around you? Are you by yourself? What is your younger self doing? Now, beautiful. I want now the adult, the person who's watching this video, who's listening to this process, I want you to travel in your memory. I want you to travel to that memory, to that moment in time. Use your imagination. And I want you to enter this space where that younger self is. Now, if there's people around you, I want you to freeze them. Put them aside and just leave the younger version of yourself. And I want you to enter very slowly to this room or this space. Look at your younger self and very gently look into her little eyes or his little eyes and just tell that little baby girl, baby boy, I'm here. I am here. Just look at that little boy, that little girl, and say, I am here. What do you need? What do you need so much in this moment that you didn't get? What do you need? And when we are young, we don't have language to describe our emotions. So just intuitively feel what that little boy, that little girl needed the most at that moment. And breathe into it. Now I want you to look again to that little boy, that little girl, and I want you to tell her or him, I am going to give that to you now. I'm going to meet this need because I have grown up. I'm a grown up. I'm a powerful, stronger version of us now, and I can take care of you. Now I want you to fly away as if you were Mary Poppins. Fly away with that little boy, that little girl, and I want you to go find a beautiful space. You can make it up. It could be a space that you already have in your life. And as you land to this new space, I want you to notice how there's a beautiful bright light coming from the heavens. This light surrounds you both, your younger self and your adult self. And this beautiful luminous light starts swirling around you, whispering in your ear, we got you. I got you. Whatever is it that you need, the universe meets those needs right here, right now. And I want you to take it in, receive from this light. Breathe in and out. Keep breathing. Very slowly and very gently put that little boy, that little girl inside your heart and promise that younger version of yourself that you will meet its needs every time you feel dense emotions. Every time you feel like you want to go within, you're going to meet your own needs first. From this moment on. And I offer you this word. So grateful for this process. So grateful to be in this Facebook Live with these beautiful people on the other side that I can't see, but I know they're there. I'm so grateful for technology. So grateful for this process. Recognizing right here, right now, that there is a presence of love, a presence of beauty and light that is always available, never in absence. And we are one with this light, with this love. There is no separation between love and ourselves. We are one with it. And so it is from this space of unity that I realize that all of our needs are met by the universe always, at all times, in all ways. That in the center of our being there is love. There is a cosmic being that always knows how to provide for us. I declare and I decree that whoever has watched this process, whoever has watched this video, integrates this with ease and with grace. And I am so thankful for the words spoken. And I release it into the law. And I simply say, and so it is. Take a deep breath in, exhale, come back. Beautiful. Thank you guys. Thank you for doing this with me. As I said before, you can come back to this video, fast forward it into maybe 11 minutes, and do it every time you need. You have no idea how this has changed my relationship with my inner child. At the beginning, it was more challenging because I hadn't encountered her very closely. I've been doing this for at least 6 years. And I can tell you, I'm very close to her, to that little Paola that needed so many things and she didn't know how to provide to herself now as a grown up. I make sure that when I'm feeling maybe ungrounded or out of place or heavy, that I go to her and I ask her, what do you need? What do you need from me? Another great resource to know about feelings and needs, if you don't feel like you have the language to put a name, well, I don't know what I feel. If you have that answer, go to nonviolentcommunication.org and you can put on Google list of needs and list of feelings and needs, nonviolent communication. And they provide a couple of lists of words, the list of needs and feelings. So when you're doing this process, if you don't know, you can check that list and it will give you emotional literacy. So you know how to speak about how you feel. And this is so transformative. I feel complete in this moment. I'm in an interface here. I don't know how to see. Oh, I think I might know how to see the chat. Okay. Hi, Raquel, Leslie, Liz, Nicole, Raquel, Dorota. Hi, guys. Shelly. All right. Thank you, Liz. All right, guys. I am done, but have a blessed day, beautiful holidays. Make sure you meet your needs before you go into holiday season, especially before you go see your family, because sometimes they are great activators of those. Ooh, yeah. Anyway, I love you. Goodbye. How do you go? Okay, here we go.